Welcome to the Southeast Bank Financial Aid Workshop Series, your gateway to educational success. At Southeast Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're your partners in financial well-being. We serve Middle and East Tennessee with a full suite of loan and deposit products and services. Southeast Bank's dedication to community involvement and local decision-making are the cornerstone of our success. Additionally, our Education Loan Finance Division provides private student loans to students and parents, as well as offers low-cost student loan refinancing options to borrowers nationwide. Guiding us through our series is Ron Gamble, Executive Vice President for Education Loan Finance, a division of Southeast Bank. With over a decade of experience as a financial aid administrator and nearly 2 decades serving as the Executive Director for the Tennessee Student Assistance Corporation, Ron is a seasoned expert ready to demystify the complexities of financial aid. In this series, we will unravel the mysteries of financial aid, explore the world of student loans, and provide you with insights and information to make informed decisions about your educational journey. Module 3, Financial Need, Sources of Financial Aid, and Federal Student Aid Programs.
So what is financial need? The difference between the cost to attend school and the ability to pay for school is determined by subtracting the cost of attendance, subtract the student aid index, subtract any other financial assistance received, and that will be the basis for need, how much you are eligible to receive through need-based programs. And we want to talk about those a little later. Basically, there are 2 types of student financial aid, merit-based and need-based. Merit-based is based on a student's ability or skill, and usually it comes in the form of scholarships or grants. Need-based aid is based on financial need, as we just discussed, and it could be gift aid in grants or scholarships that are need-based, or it could be in self-help aid like work or loans. The sources of student financial aid vary. The federal government is a primary source of financial assistance. Many states have specialized programs of financial assistance, colleges and universities, private sources, or employers that may have special programs for the parents who have students going to college. All of these places will have special requirements, but the free application for federal student aid will determine your eligibility for the federal government, for states, and for colleges and universities with that one application. The federal student aid programs sponsored by the government are several. The federal Pell Grant is a grant, the Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant, the Federal Work-Study Program, the Federal Direct Student Loan, and the Federal Parent Loan for undergraduate students. We will talk about each of those on an individual basis. For the Federal Pell Grant, we've already indicated that the FAFSA is the application for that. Its focus is on low-income undergraduate students who have not earned a first baccalaureate degree and who have a great demonstrated financial need. For the current 23-24 award year, the maximum award is $73.95 for the academic year, and the minimum award for a full-time student is $750. The Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant is an award that is made by participating post-secondary institutions based on the data they receive from the free application for federal student aid. The grant is to low-income undergraduate students who demonstrate great financial need. The maximum award for an academic year is $4,000. The minimum award is $100. You automatically apply for these when you fill out the free application for federal student aid. Awards made under the Federal Work-Study Program are done by the post-secondary education institution. Eligible students could be undergraduate or graduate to apply for this program. The employers are usually on campus, off campus, nonprofits, or community service programs. Normally, a student works from 15 to 20 hours per week, and they are paid for that work to use toward their educational cost. The Federal Direct Student Loan Program is a special program for students to use to help pay for college. But remember, as a loan, it must be paid back. The interest rate currently is at 4.99%, and it has two variations, the subsidized and the unsubsidized. It is designated primarily for undergraduate students. There is a default fee that is deducted from the amount of the proceeds for the academic year. The loan limits for dependent students are $5,500 for the first year, $6,500 for year 2, and then in years 3 through 5, if they are a fifth-year student, it would be $7,500. But there are aggregate limits to these programs. For a dependent undergraduate student, they can receive no more than $31,000 in federal direct student loans, and no more than $23,000 of that can be in subsidized. Under the Federal Direct Student Loan Program, students are allowed to delay their payments while they're in school. There is a 6-month grace period that comes when the student finishes school or leaves school before the student has to make that first payment. If the loan is subsidized while the student is in school, there is no interest that accrues on that loan. The student will not have to pay any interest while they're in school or during the grace period. In order to be eligible for a subsidized loan, it must be awarded on the basis of need. Unsubsidized direct student loans, the student can also receive the same benefits except they do not receive the special interest benefit, so the loan is accruing while the student is in school and during the grace period. For students that might be going to graduate school, there is a federal Grad Plus program. The interest rate on it is higher. It's at 6.54 interest rate, and it is only unsubsidized. So the interest is accruing while the student is in school, and they do pay that default fee. The loan limits for the annual maximum for this program are expanded for the graduate students, and it's $20,500 per academic year. The aggregate limit for all undergraduate and graduate borrowing is $138,500. If parents need to assist with the loan because of the cost of education, there is a parent loan for undergraduate students. The parent has an annual loan maximum of the cost of attendance minus any financial aid the student receives. The parents could then request a loan for the remaining amount. There will be a credit evaluation to determine that there is not bad credit on the parent, but they do not have to show a certain credit score. The interest rate on this is higher. It is 8.05% currently, and the origination fee for the parent loan is much higher at 4.292%. Repayment begins 60 days after the final disbursement for the academic year. All loans are dispersed per academic year in 2 different payments if it's a semester school, or 3 different payments if it's a trimester school. After the final payment has been made for a parent loan, the parents will start receiving billing for the remaining time of the loan, which in general is 10 years.
Thank you for watching the Southeast Bank Financial Aid Workshop Series. We hope the insights and information provided empower you to make informed decisions on your educational journey.